Hi, so we're here today to protect the Beaver Pond Forest, the gateway to the South March Highlands. We want the Mayor Jim Watson and Minister of Culture and Tourism Michael Chan to take responsibility to do the right thing, to stop the cutting immediately. Minister Chan could issue a ministerial order to stop the cutting so that a full archaeological assessment can be done in the spring. We want everyone to be brought to the table to make decisions about this forest, and to do the right thing, we can come to a solution. Thank you.
Save our forest! Save our forest! Save our forest! Save our forest! Save our forest!
The cutting needs to stop right away. The people are upset and on multiple levels, and the reason is the city has the authority under the plan of subdivision to actually halt cutting, and the Algonquin of Ontario had their own archaeologists review the approved study and basically called it, completely flawed, that they require stage 1 and stage 2 archaeology study. And Robert McGee, the former president of the Canadian Archaeological Association, has called the approved report fatally flawed. Yet the province says the city can halt the cutting until a new study, and the city says the province needs to do it. It's rather ridiculous. There needs to be an immediate halt and all parties brought to the table to discuss this.
Save our forest! Save our forest! Save our forest!
These are scenes from the Sacred Fire closing ceremonies on Sunday, and this was on the 30th of January. The very next day, the forest started to be cut. What's most incredible is that 2 days before that closing ceremony, we had word from the Algonquin of Ontario's own archaeology group and the letter that was penned by the Algonquin of Ontario that they required or requested a new archaeological study which should be protecting this forest right now as they're cutting. But the very next day after the closing ceremonies, Urbandale and Richcraft through KNL decided to clear cut anyway. Both the city has the ability to halt clear cutting and the province, yet they're both pointing fingers at each other. The cutting needs to halt until all people can be brought to the table. Starting Wednesday, for the first time in history, a new sacred fire at Queen's Park at the provincial legislature will be started by Dan Bernard. It will run till Sunday, and there's full support from the other parties, all of which the residents and the parties are wondering why this is continuing.